Hello, I'm Micah. I'm Liza's youngest sister, and I'm about to tell you why I am so qualified to be the best aunt.
I'm Naomi, and I am the middle sister. I'm 26 years old, and I've known Liza longer than Micah has.
I'm about to graduate the University of Northern Iowa with a bachelor's in family services.
I have a dog. I've raised her since she was a little puppy, and I've kept her alive for 2 years now, so I have a pretty good track record.
I have considerable work experience working with the elderly, ranging from bathing, laundry, household chores, wiping butts, and I mean, it's not a baby butt, but a butt is a butt, and I know how to wipe them.
Micah has a lot of educational experience with her college degree, but I do have a lot of real world experience as well. I have worked in a daycare in the baby room for 2 years. My immune system is top notch. I haven't been sick in 3 years. I won't bring diseases to the baby. I have also wiped literally hundreds of butts. I know Micah probably has wiped more square footage of the butts, but
you may have heard the phrase, the bigger the better. Well, I've been bigger and it's made me better than Naomi on every level.
I mean, but those are old people saggy butts, but I have experience with, the tight, perfect little baby butts with the tiny little crevices that I can get in there and clean it all.
I think we all know, though, that there's a lot more to raising children than wiping up their messes. I mean, let's think about this. I have a better sense of humor. My jokes are far better.
My jokes are age appropriate.
My hygiene could use some work, but I just don't want you to worry because I will keep your baby spick and span.
In my hygiene, let's face it, I smell a lot better than Micah.
I have spent years in child development classes, and let me just say, I know how children develop. I know the stages, I know the theories.
Micah is a whack job. We do understand that Micah and I have to work together, even though one of us will be the favorite aunt. So
for the betterment of the child.
So we decided that we will give you some of our tips that we have learned in our experience raising children and taking care of old people.
Here's how to change a diaper.
Do you have any diapers?
Oh, you were going to bring the diapers?
No, you were going to bring the diapers. I was going to bring the pacifiers.
I only deal with Depends, and those are huge.
Well, obviously, this is for a baby.
Toilet paper?
We'll just run right through it, don't you think?
Not if we really layer it up. Towel?
Paper towel?
Pillow.
Pillowcase.
Pillowcase.
Pillowcase. First, we have to make sure that the surface is clean.
I would eat off of it. Step 2. Strip off all necessary areas in order to get to the gold mine.
Take off the existing diaper and then start to clean and wash and wipe the affected area, free of debris and smelly particles. Did you bring the wet wipes?
I didn't know I was supposed to bring wet wipes.
Use your sleeve.
This is disgusting.
That's just for demonstration.
This is disgusting.
And Liza, I'm guessing, might use cloth diapers, so we're going to make this as real as possible. Lift up the back leg so the butt is exposed.
Versus the front legs.
Put it in between the legs, and then it might have Velcro or some sort of a sticky material, but we'll just use some tape.
I'd say it's fit for the Postal Service.
Okay, baby, let's pierce your ears. First, you're gonna put an ice cube on it so it numbs it a little bit. I'm just gonna pierce this right
Naomi!
here. What?
You can't do that!
Lots of babies have their ears pierced.
It's a boy!
Boys have their ears pierced too. I can do it.
No, you
That's
can't.
what I'm the favorite animal for.
No.
Stop!
This isn't safe. When there comes a time that you need to leave your baby unattended for a short period of time,
Which I would never do.
be sure that you prop it up with pillows so that it doesn't roll off of whatever you leave it on.
This isn't good for my campaign. Back, you flesh-eating dog. How am I ever going to win in the end? Let go.
Clearly Naomi is not as good of a caretaker as she lets on.
You left the baby unattended and it fell off the couch, landed on its head.
You trained your dog to eat flesh.
Since we no longer have a baby to use, since someone let it fall off the couch to its death,
I'm right here.
we'll just have to use something else for a good example, like my sister. It's hard to get a baby to sleep through the night, especially when it's a newborn, because it's out of the uterus and it feels like it's all out in the open and it doesn't know what to do with its arms or its legs.
I'm exposed. I'm tired. I'm restless. And I can't stop crying.
What do? Very simple, folks. You just have to swaddle it. Now you'll probably actually have a real swaddle, but since we don't have one, since this example, again, like I said, is very large, we'll just use a very large blanket. Lift the baby's legs up like this. Put the swaddle underneath baby. It's very important to put the legs down because you don't want the legs flailing, or the arms flailing about. So just wrap it up like this, much like a burrito. Once it's swaddled, you just rock it back and forth a little bit and it'll fall asleep eventually.
Now when it comes to feeding, it's very important that you remember the golden rule. Not too hot. The way you go about testing this is on your wrist. Perfect.
It's freezing! After you've fed the baby, it's very important to make sure you burp the baby so it doesn't have any gas in its tummy, because if it's got gas, then it'll get all fussy and cranky, and nobody likes a fussy and cranky baby. Let's face it. Put the baby down like this, gently pat up and down. You can also put the baby on your lap and have it facing one direction or the other, like so. And there you have it.
Now we realize that your baby is going to cry a lot, but don't lose heart. There are a lot of ways that you can cope with this.
Wham, my life sucks. I hate everything about my life.
Problem solved! And when worse comes to worse, tape its mouth shut.
No, we're not taping.
Problem solved again.
This next tip I'm going to show you is very important. It's something that you will use very often. How to take your baby's temperature. There's a couple different ways. The first way is really easy. I'll just demonstrate. You just put it underneath the baby's armpit. Hold the arm down for a while until your thermometer beeps or whatever, and then it'll show you if your baby has a temperature. There's also another way that I will demonstrate for you. Micah,
What?
come help me with this next example. Bend over. Okay, this is to take.
Oh no! Since I'm the aunt that is going to be providing the fun, here's one way that you can interact with your baby. This is called the airplane. Give me your handies and fly!
Oh! The next tip we're going to to show you is a concern that I think most mothers have but are too afraid to come out and say. What to do if your baby's ugly. What you need is a paper bag, or I recommend one of these eco-friendly reusable shopping bags. Take a pair of scissors, cut some holes in it like this. Just put the bag over your baby's head like so, and you no longer have to look at your hideous child.
Bath time is a very special time between you and your baby. Let's show you how it's done. This really is special. Isn't it fun to give your babies mohawks? And then rinse it down. Mohawk. And then rinse it down. Your baby will love it. Bath time really is a special time. Well, Liza, I hope you've discovered a lot of helpful tips.
I hope you discovered that Mike almost drowned me.
Nevertheless, we promise to be the greatest of aunts.
I promise to be the greatest aunt in the world and favorite aunt.
Only I'll be significantly better.
No, you won't!